We gonna be live momentarily, okay? So Tallboy is about ready for you. Are you ready for Tallboy? I'm about ready. We about to be live. You ready? 7 seconds. See you on the other side. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Hope all is well with y'all. It's the middle of the summer. We recovering from July 4th. Hope all is well with everybody. And you know how we do our thing. And hopefully you guys all had a great 4th of July. We have a very light show today because there's not a lot of topics out there. But my name is Tallboy, and I'm here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. And I want you to walk away with some value when you come on to the show, all right? So the goal is simply just to break it down, show you the articles in the fine print, and then just give you some true value. So hopefully you get some value out of it, okay? Let me see, what else do we have? We have, where are you tapping in from, right? We need to find out where everybody's watching from. So why don't you let us know and type in your city and state and let us know where you're watching from. All right, we would love to know all of that. So while we're getting your information, hopefully all of this stuff will come up on the screen. We're going to put Streamer Live on blast because we've been actually working with them for a couple of weeks. And hopefully we can get this working tonight. But if not, we're going to consistently work with them. But we're going to go from there. All right. So put your city and state. Let us know where you're watching from. And hopefully it'll come up on the screen. And we'll go from there. And if it doesn't, then we just going to have to figure it out. All right. So I know I see some people saying that they're tapping in from Decatur, Georgia, Kissimmee, Florida. And why it's not popping up on the screen? Hey, I'm doing my part, y'all. I'm doing my part. What they say, I'm doing my part. You see me doing this, and we'll see. We trying. I tried it. It was working a little bit. All right, let's see where we at over here. Outside of that, let me see. Is it popping up on? Nope, nothing popping up over there. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to come on back to where we were. We're going to go back into our lane over here and do what we do. Yeah. Hi, y'all. Let me see. We got a couple other things. Our guy is here. And, before I do all of that, he is our resident truck driver. He loves to give us the word of the day. But since we got a surprise for you, we wanted you to have some fun with him while he's here. So let me see if I don't think this is the right one. Is that it? I think that's it. Well, without further ado, y'all, let me see if I can get this to play. Is he here? Where is he at? I think they called the man. Nope. I'm not ready. I'm trying to get his music right. Let's see. What's going on, Revis? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's it going, fam?
We got Revis in studio, y'all. He's actually in Atlanta, Georgia. He's actually in studio. Can you believe this? I mean, we're literally live in the studio. Revis is on the other side of me in the building. He said he's like, Tallboy, I'm going to pull up on you, and we're going to do the tech show together. So there he is in the bottom of the screen. I put him at the top of the screen. There you go. How you doing, brother?
How's it going? Look at here. I'm so glad to be here.
Okay.
We've been talking about trying to get together and when I'm coming back to the studio and all that. Well, guess what? I'm here.
Okay, I hear you. That's what they say. I gotta find that sound effect for it. What they say?
Yeah, Glow, no competition. These stay out.
Yeah, Glow. Yeah, Revis. Revis is in the building. All right, so Revis is actually in studio having a good time. And let's see, what are they saying? Stewart Video and Laura's here. Hello out there. And they're out there checking in from New York. Awesome Wood Things is here from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Let's see, what they say? Come on, Mr. Word of the Day says hit the spot 10:06.
All right.
Volume low is on Revis. Okay, look, I got him turned all the way up over here.
Listen here, I'm here. Y'all don't hear. Look at here. I'm here. If you don't hear me, put your ear a little closer to the telephone, the television, however you watch it. Put your ear a little closer.
Okay, all right. You heard him. You hear him. He's here. Like put your ear to the television. And speaking of televisions, we got some rules that we would love for you to pay attention to or tap into, if you don't mind. So let me see if I can find my guy over here, Mr. TBJ, and see if he's willing to break down some of the rules to the show. If you know what I mean. We do this every week. We're gonna have to switch up some of these rules. If y'all got some suggestions, let me know. But without further ado, let me introduce you or bring back TBJ.
What's up, Oh, Lord. Tall boy over there messing, not hitting buttons. We gonna get on him. Oh, Lord. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? We gonna mess up all the little secrets that we got, tall boy. Get it right, boy. Look, let me tell y'all how y'all can participate, all right? Now, you can watch on your phone or your TV. Now, we recommend that you do both because you got that 70-inch TV in your living room, right? Or in your bedroom. And you paid all that good money. If you don't know what money means, that's money, all right? You paid all that good money on this TV, so why not watch us on the YouTube? This is a smart TV, right? So you can watch on your TV, and then we want you to watch on your phone because you can comment in real time. Now, look, we're multi-streaming on multiple channels. So come to the Lab Tech Show if you're watching on the I Am Tallboy page, the Facebook page, or even the LinkedIn page. Come on over here to the YouTubes now. We can only tell you so many times to pull up on us. Now, we do want the views and we want other people knowing what we got going on. That's why we have it multi-streaming. But we inviting you to be a part of the community because this is how we roll. Now, we need you to be authentic and keep it real. And we need you to embrace this technology because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. All right? That's what I'm saying. Just come on. Come one, come all. Now, I gave you the rules to the show. Now, if you can't be authentic and if you can't keep it real, then I don't even know why you even over here. But I'm just letting you know how we roll over here, okay? Now, back to you, tall boy. We got to get into the word of the day. I'm waiting to figure out what my personal partner gonna say. I'm waiting to find out how he gonna break this down. All right, back to you, tall boy.
Oh, Lord. TBJ in the building. What's up? What's up? Oh, my God. All right. Y'all heard the rules. We found out where a couple of people were tapping in from. Let's see. Sheila Baker says, that's awesome that Revis is here. And then they said, Awesome Wood Thing says, looking good, Revis. Looking good. Okay. Yeah, hit the spot said, you silly, you silly, Revis. So I mean, you know how it is, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what we got going on over here. All right. So without further ado, we got to check in with my guy. You know how we roll. Where's my guy Revis at? Where he at? He's somewhere in the United States, from L.A. to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn.
Revis, I'm back. You here in the ATL where the real players dwell. That's what you said.
That's where I'm at. I'm hanging out with. I'm hanging out in the studio today.
Oh, the studio. Okay, what you think of the studio? Was it a lot to take on?
Look at here. It took 4 hours just to, do the parts that we did here. But see, I had to make sure that Tall Boy was on his job, and saved everything, and so we wouldn't have all them hiccups before the show started.
Oh, yeah, because, Tall Boy don't like to save. And then if something go wrong, boy, he be doing all kind of crazy stuff in the background. Didn't we have a word of the day back in the day that said when you lose your top or something? Oh, we ain't had one of those.
No, but we gonna have to find that one somewhere.
Oh yeah, Tall Boy don't like that one. We had to get on him. We had to both get on him about the saving stuff, right?
Exactly, because he said he seen me over here and it had to hit save before I told him. Isn't that something? So he should have a picture of me over there on the desktop. So every time he doing that, he'd see the picture of me. He know to hit the save button, right?
Yeah, you got a valid point there. I'm gonna talk to him about that one, okay? I'm gonna talk to him. But look, we know you in the ATL. Did you do anything while you was here?
I took Tall Boy out to eat for his birthday. Somebody's birthday tomorrow. We gonna talk about that later on, though, okay?
Oh, he got a birthday coming up?
Yeah, somebody got a birthday coming up tomorrow.
Boy, you telling all the man's grown man business. Ooh,
all
you telling.
of it.
Ooh, he gonna get you.
Hey, look at here. Everybody get older. Everybody has to go around the sun. The people that don't make it, hey, our hats off to them.
And that's fair. All right, well, we got this word of the day, and people have seen it. It's called ungainly. And we want you to break it down if you don't mind. I'm going to give you the definition in a sentence. And then from there, you do what you do. Is that cool?
All right, that's cool. Let's do it.
All right, ungainly. It usually describes someone or something moving in an awkward or clumsy way, or the awkward, clumsy movement themselves. It can also describe an object that is difficult to handle, especially because of being large or heavy, or someone or something that has an awkward appearance. Now, the way the sentence reads, while seals are ungainly on land, they are beautifully agile swimmers. Another sentence says, getting the ungainly couch up the stairs was a real chore. And in the last sentence, I'm just trying to help you out, Professor Revis. They say the creature is a large and ungainly. Ungainly. Break it down, Professor Revis.
Well, before I get off into myself, I want to get off into the creature part, being ungainly, because sometimes they awkward looking. And sometimes we have these big birds, especially down in Florida. You see some big birds that you've never seen before. And one day I was out fishing with my brother up in Michigan, and we seen this bird that I thought was an airplane. It's kind of foggy out, and it was real big. It looked like an airplane was flying into the field. And then when we got over to where we were going, and we were on Lake Huron, when we got over to where we were going, I seen that bird again, and it was big and awkward. I'm talking about very awkward, that it could have took me or my brother on at any time and won. So that's one way to saying it was ungainly. That's ungainly because it was big and it was awkward. But when I think about myself, a couple years ago, I had to undergo surgery from complications of diabetes, and I lost my toe. And even 2 years later, right now, I am still ungainly. I am very awkward, and my coordination is off still today, even though, it's been a couple years and I walk and everything else. So I am an ungainly creature. And one other thing about ungainly is that truck that I drive. It is big. It is awkward to some people, but it's not easy to control. That's why you have to go through the classes, and then you have to get that experience so you can learn how to keep it on the road and in between the lines. A lot of people don't know that when you go around a curve, you have to stay on the outside of the curve to go. So in order to keep your truck within the line so you won't hit nothing. So that truck of mine is ungainly also because it's not easy to control, especially if you're on ice or snow. So ungainly is a pretty good word for the day, man. What do you think?
I like it. Well, you crazy over there. I'm trying to see if I can get Tallboy to get me and you on the screen since we in the studio. But
Exactly.
I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can get Tallboy to get us right. uh, yeah, I like that one. That's that ungainly right there. What they say? Ungainly. Okay. Well, let me see. Is that the only one? So you said a creature. You said you walk ungainly.
Yeah, I walk ungainly because I'm very awkward and sometimes look pretty clumsy.
Oh, okay. And then the other one was what?
That big old truck I drive is ungainly because it's not easy to control. It's hard to control.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. All right. Well, you know how we roll. We gotta ask the audience. How did you do on the word of the day? You know how we get down every week, man.
Exactly.
Let me see what we got over here. How did Professor Revis do on the word of the day? One, if you're watching on your phone, it's cool. I don't have to deal with that. That's the wrong one. Ooh, all right. How did Revis do on the word of the day? I'm sorry, I messed all up. All right, Revis, I do apologize. That was the question of the day. How did Revis do on the word of the day? One, he's better in the truck than in the studio. Two, it was okay. He gets a pass. Three, yeah, Revis, being in the studio, you crushed it. Four, nah, man, I'm not feeling this. Or five, the professor strikes again. You got a couple of ones, and then let me see what they say. Let me see, do they come up on the screen? Because they saying three when we live. They said, yeah, Revis, being in studio, you crushed it. Boy, I like this right here. Boy, you doing your thing. And then you got a couple fives from Sheila Baker. She said, the professor strikes again.
All right.
Boy, yeah, they like you. I don't know. They might like your little white puff beard.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I had to wear that little beard going on. Yeah, women love that thing.
Oh, yeah. See? Now all the ladies get a chance to see what you look like in person and stuff like that.
That's right.
So that's why me and you both players from the Himalayas.
From the highest part of the Himalayas.
Ah, okay. And you a truck driver and you'll pull up in their city, huh?
At any time.
Oh, watch out there now, ladies. We ain't never asked. Is you single?
I am very single, very much single.
Oh, okay.
And ready to mingle.
Oh, well, look, we're not going to turn this into a dating show. This is a tech show. No, it's a tech show. All right, well, we got a whole bunch of threes and 1 5 and 1 1. And that basically said, yeah, Revis, being in the studio, you crushed it. I like that. There you go. Okay, I see.
It's nice being around Tallboy and you. It's nice being around y'all, too.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, okay. All right, well, since you gonna stay around, I'm gonna just tap out for a minute and go back to you and Tallboy. Is that cool?
That's cool. We'll talk to you a little later.
Sounds good, player. Welcome to the ATL.
Hey, nice to be here, y'all.
All right, guys. I see y'all, TBJ and Revis is doing their thing. Now, I don't know about what does he say? Put a picture of his face up on my screen talking about save with him. Nah, I can't be looking at Revis like that. No, ma'am, no sir, no nothing, no TBJ. Y'all doing too much if you think that I am about to have Revis's face on my screen. I'm sorry, that's not going.
Just put it on the desk somewhere. Put it on the wall back here.
Nah, brother. I'm just nah. We not doing that, brother. I'm sorry. You can have all of that. Okay. Let me see if I can get me on the screen. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, there go Revis down there in the lower hand, left hand corner right there. And yeah, so Revis, it looked like you crushed it. Did he forget his lines? I bid $5 for a date with Revis. Oh my
Oh
God.
man, just 5? That's it?
But you don't want to know who that came from. That came from Awesome Wood Things.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Awesome Wood Things.
That's suspicious.
At least $10 off.
He said he worth at least 10.
Jeez.
He worth at least $10. Like, hey, come on, man, up the ante now.
Hey,
Oh Lord Jesus! Hit the spot saying, "Did you forget your lines?" I'm trying to forget what's your
what
line.
lines is that?
She's saying, "Did you forget your lines?" I'm gonna put you on the screen so you can figure it out. You ask her. The question's right there. Did you forget your lines?
What lines did I forget?
I don't know. I don't know. There it is. All right. Well, we got a poll question. I got to get the bidding started, says Awesome Wood. All right. Revis, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
On the TV right there, it's not showing that it's actually playing. So if you can take that remote over there, I got one in my hand. I'm not sure why it's not showing that it's not playing. It should be playing so you can see the screen. I'm sorry that it's not playing. And everybody else is on YouTube at the Lab Tech Show, so I don't know why you are not able to watch it on YouTube at the Lab Tech Show. So it is there. I'm sorry. I thought you would be able to have a monitor over there.
Oh, it's all right. Trust me, it's quite all right. I still have my my monitor on my lap here.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, I'm going to come over that way. So I'm in the far right-hand corner, your top right-hand corner, and that way the questions can pop up on the screen as well. Let me see. We do have a question, and we all have been doing this self-checkouts. You know what I'm saying? Self-checkouts at the stores, whether it's at a fast food restaurant, whether it's at a grocery store, or even at a convenience store. But I wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts of self-checkout technology in the stores? On your phone, let us know. What are your thoughts on the self-checkout technology in stores on your phone? 1, it's cool. I don't have to deal with attitudes. 2, I refuse to check out and bag my own items. 3, don't you dare ask me to show my receipts at the door. 4, if I miss a couple of items, it ain't my fault. Or 5, companies are cutting overhead to be more efficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of self-checkout technology in stores? Now, this is also the question of the day that's on YouTube, but we would love for you to participate right here and let us know what you think. Awesome Wood Thing says, don't you dare ask me to show my receipt at the door. And then Lynette McKelvin says, I refuse to check out and bag my own items. Okay, what about you, Professor Revis?
Well, me personally, I like shrimp and lobster and crab and stuff like that. So when I go, if I got to do a self-checkout and I forget to, scan an item or two, and it just happened to be the shrimp and lobster and what have you, then, don't blame me and don't ask me for my receipt either. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, hey, the prices are kind of high. So if it's not my fault if I accidentally scan something. I don't get paid for this. That's their job. And since they ain't going to do it and they making me do it, hey, I make mistakes because I'm human.
All right, well, Sheila Baker says, I really like it. And then Pierre Kelly says, 1, it's cool. I don't have to deal with the attitudes. That's what he said. And then Awesome Wood Things or Fun Things, he says, self-checkout increases the chances you'll be sued. I can't risk it. That's what Awesome Wood Things says.
That you'll be sued, huh?
I wonder, Awesome Wood Things, is that the companies or the actual person? Which one? Let us know real quick in the comments. Is it the company that's going to be sued, or is it the person being sued? Which one is it? All right, put the question back up on the screen real quick. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into this story or get into the articles for the evening. I knew that there was something that I forgot to do, but we're going to go ahead. Now, look, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that Tall Boy is dark skinned. All right. He is dark skinned. So we did Real Craft. I told you about the AI prompting, and they're supposed to tell us a little bit about what we're going to be talking about. So we came up with 2 versions of it for the day, and we want you to see what we're going to be discussing this evening.
Tallboy sits in a sleek television studio, warmly inviting viewers to join the global live show, promising exciting topics ahead. Revis, the resident truck driver, humorously explains the Merriam-Webster's word of the day, ungainly, making the audience burst into laughter. Tallboy dives into the evening's topics, starting with Amazon's plans to purchase brick-and-mortar stores, discussing its potential impact. Next, Tallboy talks about Apple's new feature that records and transcribes phone calls, exploring both the benefits and privacy concerns. Tallboy moves on to the surprising topic of bullets being available in vending machines, pondering on the implications for society. Closing the show, Tallboy encourages the audience to embrace the rapid technological advancements or risk being left behind in the digital age.
All right, guys. So it had a hard end, but what did you think of that? But before you comment, we have one more. It's the same story, but this was a different prompt. What do you think of this?
Tallboy, a tall, slim African-American male, is sitting in a television studio inviting viewers to join the live show that is global. Revis, a 57-year-old African-American male who is the resident truck driver, wearing a trucker hat and jeans and t-shirt, explains the Merriam-Webster's word of the day, ungainly, in a funny way. Tallboy, an African-American slim male, discusses the topics for the evening. Topic 1. Amazon wants to purchase brick and mortars. Topic 2. Apple phones can now record and give transcripts of your phone calls. Lastly, you can purchase bullets in vending machines. We close out the show with Tallboy expressing to the television audience that they should embrace the technology or get left behind.
All right, so let us know, which one did you like, 1 or 2? Which one did you like? Now here's a twist. We added Revis's audio. He gave us a sample piece of his audio, right? He gave us a sample piece of audio, and when he gave us the sample audio, that's actually Revis's voice from the sample audio that was used, his audio, and it turned into AI. All right, so that's the cool thing. So what did y'all like? Did you like the first one or did you like the second one? Let's see. Let's get Revis back on the screen. Let's see. Let me see. Did I get it right? Where are you at? Where you at? There you go. I don't know why I'm going over there. There we go. Come back over there. All right, let's see. What did people say? I like the first one best. Says now tech troublemaker. I'm not light-skinned, brother. And then Sheila Baker said 2. Awesome Wood Thing said 1. All right, well, that's what it is. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get tapped into this show. Revis, is there a certain topic that you would like to discuss first?
I believe Amazon would be probably the best one. Amazon has been one of our most talked about companies that on the Lab Tech Show this year. So why not just start off with them? Start off with
Amazon, okay. Now we all know Amazon has been known. That's right. Amazon has been known for what's the phrase I'm looking for? Amazon has been known for doing online shopping, right? And with them being known for doing online shopping, now they're saying they want to go into the brick and mortar business. So after all these years of saying 2-day shipping and you get free shipping and all of that stuff, they're saying, hey, we want to try the brick and mortar approach. Can you believe this? Well, look, this is what the article says. This is how it reads. And we're going to try and be as brief as possible on this because it's not, I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts on it, all right? Basically, it's all about their data and logistics expertise to the luxury retailer. And basically, they're saying that, Amazon has pretty much changed the face of retail over the last 20 years. And but they've made a horrible transition into dealing with luxurious goods. So when I say luxurious, we're talking about them high-end companies such as Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Have you seen a Louis Vuitton or Gucci bag or anything from some of these high-end big box retail stores? Well, they're saying that the online retailer has purchased a small stake in retailer Neiman Marcus and will reportedly provide data and logistics to Neiman Marcus and his new owners, Saks Fifth Avenue. So they're basically saying, hey, we want to be able to tap in with what's going on over here. And they said that Amazon is a minority investor in the deal. And they're also saying, how do you future-proof a brand like Saks or Neiman or another company called Bergdorf? Neiman Marcus is owned by Bergdorf Goodman, all right? So they said, how do you future-proof a brand like Saks or Neiman Marcus, right? They said you do that through technology. And they said, to the end, Amazon will gather high-quality customer data and analyze it to offer more personalized options and improve logistics. So are you saying you're going to ship it out within 2 days as opposed to you having to go into the store? They're saying Amazon has attempted to access the luxury retail market over the years, but the major brands don't want to have nothing to do with Amazon. They said that they believe that the business of Amazon does not fit with them. And then they're also saying that they don't want the brands such as Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, Dior. They don't want to have anything to do with them. That's what they're saying right there in the fine print, right? And they say Amazon has tried to break into brick and mortars with a little bit of success. They were good with Whole Foods, but remember they had the walk in the store and then you can just check out. Well, that technology did not work. So they've had some ups and downs, and they're hoping that with partnering with Neiman Marcus and getting into the high end stores, they're hoping that, hey, we can now lay a stake in this. Now, with the acquisition of Neiman Marcus and Saks, they're saying that they're expected to do a combined $10 billion worth of annual sales. Now, there is no word on the size of Amazon's investment, but it seems like a relatively safe bet compared to the more radical brick and mortar experiments that it has tried in the past. Now, before I ask Revis his thoughts on Amazon tapping into this, I have to ask you, what do you think of this? I mean, you think that this is too much? Or do you think, hey, Amazon, you might be on to something? Let's ask the people in the audience. What do you think? If you're watching on your phone, let us know. What do you think of Amazon wanting to have a brick and mortar business model? 1, who cares? 2, this was smart on Amazon to get in this space. 3, who needs a brick and mortar when it's easier to buy online? 4, Amazon is wrong. They force many companies to go online. Or 5, they will put high-end stores out of business as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think of Amazon saying that they want to have a brick and mortar business model? Now, Revis, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it was smart on behalf of Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus to get involved with Amazon, because Amazon has been so successful when it comes to online and distributing the logistics of the distributing everything that it might improve the business of Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus. So I think it was a good deal on their behalf. Amazon, of course, have to have their footprint in everything. So it's nothing but more money for Jeff Bezos, for Bezos. So, hey.
Okay, well, I don't know, man. I look at this situation and say, I understand you need the technology. And Amazon they have the infrastructure to be able to handle the logistics, to handle the shipping. I mean, right? They have the logistics to do that. They have that. But my thing is you're dancing with the devil, because now you've allowed them to come into your backyard and you've allowed them to say, hey, I think you probably would have been better served to partner against Amazon versus partnering with them. Now, I get it. What they say, it's better to just join them. If you can't beat them, join them. Yep. Because now you have gotten involved with dancing with the devil. And what if they say, you know what? Y'all didn't want to play nice and fair with us. Well, We're going to create our own designer handbags. We're going to create our own designer clothes. And now that we have your business model, because we have the logistics, we know where your customers shop. Now what do? Now all we got to do is open up our own Amazon high-end retail store, because we have your logistics and we played nice for 5 years. And then by year 10, we got all the data that we need, and we created our own monster, and there's no stopping us.
You were talking about that last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
How people like to go to Amazon or, Walmart or what have you, and they learn all your secrets and everything, and then they just take over your business, and you end up going out of business.
Yeah.
So that might be a possibility.
And Amazon is known for that. If you do any business on Amazon outside of shopping, if you put any of your products on there, and if you start doing well, they'll let you in. But then they're going to create a white label product of the same product, and they're going to call it Amazon Basics. And when they call it Amazon Basics, they're going to turn around and say, because they have your data. So since they have your data, guess what they're going to do? They're going to push you down in the algorithm to where you can't be found, and they're going to push their product up to where they can be seen.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing it out there. Like, I think that it's one of those situations that you got to be careful on, who you're dancing with. And I mean, if you're cool with it, I'm perfectly fine with it as well. But I'm just letting you know this is how it could possibly be. Let's see what the comments are saying, Revis. They're saying, let's see, the comments are saying, one, only because they look mainstream to the real. That's what one comment says. Let's see, what else are they saying? It will make the luxury brands seem mediocre. Okay. Whole Foods is different because everyone wants to pay less for food. But Gucci is luxury, says Hit the Spot 1006. High-end goods are profitable. They may be a safe way to win the brick and mortar businesses. Okay. Right, Revis. Okay. They think that you got a valid point over there.
Okay.
I know that Saks and Neiman Marcus online sales and services suck. Okay. Well, my thing is, there's another company when I do business with somebody, and I'm not trying to be funny. When I do business with somebody, I'm not looking to go to the high-end companies. Now, I buy the high-end products, but I'm not looking to go to the high-end places, right? Like, I mean, I'm not looking to do business with them because they already got the model. They already got the business. They're winning. And I'm looking for the up-and-coming that's got the grind and the grit. And all they just need is another partnership and my partnership and the next man's partnership, and we can all grow together to where we can eventually take on the big green monster, as they call it, right? That's the way I look at it. Now, everybody don't see it the way I do, but I feel like I'd rather grow with you because now we're on an equal playing field. But, I mean, Neiman Marcus might be winning in this space right now, right? They might be winning in the space. And Revis, you're on the screen. You might be winning in the space today. But like I said, when they own the data, the question is, who owns the data? And now they can get your data, learn your stuff, and then push you right on out the door. That's my thought process.
And, and Amazon is good at doing that. So that very well may be Amazon's strategy. Get in just a little bit and then, hey, go on and start pushing Neiman up out of there. But, I can say one thing. Saks do be having some pretty good deals, I do go there every once in a while. I'm not going to say I necessarily shop there, but I do go to Saks every once in a while, Neiman Marcus, and, just walk around. I'm like the dramatics, I'm just shopping, not buying anything,
Okay. Awesome Woods thing says genius. And if you shopped online from Saks and Neiman Marcus, you would understand. And then that's a good point. T. Kennedy says, well, neither of these stores have a particular brand. And then my only high-end purchase is my watch, a G-Shock for life. It says awesome with things. Okay. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that you're right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying at the end of the day, just be mindful. If you're at the top, when you go to Europe, those high-end brick and mortar stores, hey, they reign supreme. But now you're about to let the logistics and the data team come in, and you don't think that they don't have enough power to shut you down?
But if you noticed in the last few years that brick and mortar businesses are becoming obsolete. So if they're becoming obsolete and Amazon got their foot into this brick and mortar, they know that they're going to go out, and Amazon is going to have the whole thing right there. So they're masters of online shopping.
Hey, I'm not arguing with you, Revis. I'm just telling you that's my point of view. You got your point of view. Moving forward. All right. All right, where you want to go next, man? Where you want to go next?
That's a good question. But T-Mobile has something going on, and maybe we should check out T-Mobile.
T-Mobile? What you talking about, T-Mobile? We ain't say nothing about no T-Mobile today, man.
Oh, my
goodness. We was talking about Apple.
Oh, well, Apple, T-Mobile, they all the same.
No, they not.
Well, T-Mobile sell Apple phones.
Oh my God, this boy don't have nothing about no tech. I'm not even gonna go down this road with this man. All right, y'all. If you have an Apple phone, this article is for you. If you're a team Android, this article is not for you. Okay, just giving you a heads up. Just letting you know this is an Apple related story. Y'all know how I feel about this, but hey, I think that they have some great technology, and the question is, how do you feel about it? And if you have an Apple phone, Awesome Wood Things, Tech Troublemaker, let me know, because I don't know what version you guys are on. Are you guys on iOS 18 already? Are you in beta already? Is it releasing soon? Let me know. iOS 18, let me know, what do you think? Is it out there? Because they're saying iOS 18 makes it easy to record any phone call and get a transcript. All right? They said, iPhones have been out since 2007. And now it's getting a very useful new phone related feature, call recording right from within the iPhone app. And they said, which can then turn into a transcript on command. Now they're calling this Apple Intelligence, or their AI version of it, right? And they said you can record calls using the phone app by, they're saying that it has an endless number of different options for recording phone calls on an iPhone. But they will ultimately add a little bit of friction here and complication to the process. So it's not an easy process to do, is what they're saying. And they said now you can just eliminate the need for any third-party apps that allow you to do the recording. Basically, you can eliminate those third-party apps if you're okay with that, or if you're using that. Now they're saying when you're on a call using the new version of iOS 18, you'll see a new option to start a recording. And hitting that button immediately will notify the person you're talking to, and they're being recorded. Now, the call screen will show a running count of how long the recording is. And once it's complete, you'll be able to save a transcript for later reference. Now, let me go ahead and bring this article on down for you so you can see this in the fine print. For the audio listeners that are watching this at a later time and date, the articles are in the transcript of the description of the YouTube channel. So I just want you to know that. Why is that not coming down? There we go. There you go. So you can see this all in the fine print right there. All right. Now they're also saying that good news for owners of older iPhones. They said the basic call transcript feature does not require Apple Intelligence, so you don't need so you won't need a 15 Pro to unlock it. Only the transcript summary uses AI. Now, call transcripts will be available in select languages, and that's of course going to be English, Spanish, French, German, Japanese, Portuguese, Cantonese, Mandarin. Yeah, so basically the major languages, and it's not available on iOS 18. Let's say call recording is expected to arrive in the fall debut of iOS 18. We shouldn't need to wait until later than either a 0.1 or a 0.2 release. So basically, if it's not available in the first version, they said within next two versions of iOS 18, they're saying that this will be available. All right. So I don't know. This has a lot of creepy lined up, and when I think of this. But before I ask Revis his thoughts on this, like I said, we're gonna ask the audience, what do they think about this? What do you think of Apple's ability to record calls and get transcripts on your phone? Let me know. Now, I need to ask what kind of phone you are on. 2, I have receipts when I need them. Hey, Judge. 3, does the law allow for this technology? 4, it's about to get messy. Or 5, Apple, you're doing too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think of Apple's new ability to record calls and get transcripts? Revis, what you think?
I was when I first heard this story, I was messed up behind it. I felt like people were gonna be spying on people. Look at people gonna be going to jail, all this other stuff. But then I seen the one comment when I actually read the article that said that once you hit that button, it's going to notify the person on the other end that they are being recorded. And since I read that part, I said, well, shoot, everybody ain't gonna do nothing but hang up the dang phone. You don't want to be recorded? Hang up the phone. When a telemarketer call you and they say, hi, is this such and such? Blang, you hang up the phone. So when you talking to somebody you skeptical about or anything else, and the phone says you are being recorded, bam, what you gonna do? Hang up the phone. So it's an easy solution to that, but it is a very ingenious idea to me. I really like it, but I'm all discombobulated when it comes to Apple and iPhones and all that because I'm team Android.
Okay, I'm a. All that sounds nice. Straight up, that sounds nice. Now, somebody just said that I wouldn't use it. That's law. Now, what people don't know, because here's the comment right here. I looked it up. How many states have enacted laws that are similar to federal statutes, meaning that they generally require one-party consent? And from my understanding, if you need one-party consent, majority of the states have said that it takes one-party consent. And Georgia is a one-party consent state, right? But then there's some states that say you need two-party consent. Now, they're letting you know that they're recording. But what if you say, hold on for a second? Revis, hold on. And Revis goes on hold. I go on hold and Revis pressed the record button. I didn't know he was recording. Am I right or am I wrong? That's all I'm saying. Revis, I'll be right back. And Revis hit that record button because the conversation's starting to get juicy. Now, they say that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 or 16 states. I'm going to read these states clearly or potentially require consent from all parties under some or all circumstances. California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Vermont, or Washington. If you're in one of those states that I just listed off, you have to have two-party consent. But if you're not in one of those states that I did not list off, I can say I'm recording this conversation and I got you dead to rights. Now, like Revis said, I just hang up. But what if you don't know that I'm recording? Because I went on hold and I came back. I got to go to the refrigerator real quick. Or I got to take this, somebody at my door, I'll be right back. And now Revis over there hitting the button. And I come back and I'm like, man, let me tell you about such and such, such and such. And now all of a sudden, it's a wrap. Revis got me on tape because it said we're recording, but I didn't hear it. That's all I'm saying. What's your thoughts? Let me know. Let's see what the comments are saying over here. Come on, talk to me. You can't be recorded without permission. In Georgia, you can. All it takes is one party consent. That's why I own 2 phones. I'm recording the whole conversation on the other phone. Booyah, says Shirley P. I'm just saying, like, you got your dead to rights. Now, I'm just being honest. I mean, this is just what people do. I mean, y'all know me. I record a lot of stuff. I like to keep it a buck with you. Like, I mean, I don't record everybody's conversation, but I mean, I'm always recording something, right? So I'm just letting you know from somebody who's always recording something, just be mindful. And right now it's in beta. Right now it's in beta. I'm just letting you know it's in beta. But like I said, now I have receipts, and when I need them, hey, Judge, or it's about to get messy. It's going to be 2 or 4. That's all I'm saying. Now, Revis, I mean, now that I've given you my point of view, what's your thoughts?
My thing is still that it has a feature that once you hit that button, it tells the other person that you are being recorded.
Okay, but what did I just say? You missed everything that I just said.
I didn't miss everything you said.
If I walk out the room and I say I'll be right back, hey, somebody at the door. Somebody at the door, Revis. That's what I said. Somebody at the door, Revis. I'll be right back. And you hit the button.
And then I hit the button while you gone.
Right. That's what I just said.
So you don't know it anyway.
Exactly.
So that's still not a 2-party consent.
But what were the states that I said that only require it? I live in a 1-party consent state. Mm-hmm. You live in a 2-party consent state. So if you're not in one, just Google recording calls. What states require call recording disclosure? And just ask what states are there, and recording phone calls, laws by states, and it'll come right on up and it'll tell you 1-party consent, 2-party consent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the thing about it, you're right. That's a different sneaky option right there, too.
Especially if you're trying to catch somebody cheating, especially if you out there trying to catch somebody doing some dirt, catch somebody in the middle of a crime. I mean, come on now. I'm just being honest. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. I'm not gonna harp on it any longer because I don't want nobody to watch this video and say, "Ooh, that's a great idea, tall boy." Don't do that on my account. I'm not justifying that. I'm just giving you a different perspective because you know how some people think, right? That's all I'm saying.
What tall boy said.
Right. Now, what you not gonna do? No. With that being said. Hey everybody, it's the Lab Tech Show. You know what we're doing, we're building. Will you join us? I don't know why this song was not rewound to the beginning, but I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, notification bell, and all that other good stuff, and join us over here at the Lab Tech Show because we're building community over here, and we would love for you to support us and be a part of what we got going on over here, all right? It is the Lab Tech Show. Now, why it did what it did, Revis? I don't know. But you know what? Is it gonna do it? It didn't do it. All right. Well, there it is. It's the Lab Tech Show, y'all. Make sure y'all join us. Embrace the technology. We got you. Subscribe on YouTube and Instagram. Now, look, I really need y'all to invite 1 or 2 people and let them know what we got going on. All right? It's the Lab Tech Show. Meet us over there. All right, guys. Let me see. What are we doing here? We got one more article. That's right. Before I go into that next article, hit the spot says it will probably be set up the same way conference calls are. Yeah, it's gonna say we are recording. They do this on meeting software. We're recording. They're making the announcement that you're recording. But what if you're not paying attention? What if you walk away? That's all I'm saying. I mean, hey, we're recording. Now, the respectful thing to do is to let people know, hey, we're about to record this call. So that way you know. But everybody's not right. That's all I'm just saying. And the last thing you want to know is be airing out some business that you don't want to air out, and then you be in trouble. That's all I'm saying. You do what you want to do. I'm just saying. But it's in beta, and it'll be rolling out in the fall. There it is. The article is in the description. All right?
You might get blackmailed. I'm just saying. The tall boy said it.
Right. Don't do me, Revis. Don't do me. Tall boy didn't say nothing. Tall boy didn't say nothing. All right, man. We got one more article that we're gonna discuss tonight, and y'all saw the title, and this is different.
Where you get your bullets?
Don't do me like that, man.
I'm talking to the audience. Where y'all get y'all bullets?
All right, y'all. So, how do I set this up? I don't even know how to set this up because this is so weird, man. Vending machines are very popular, and you can do everything now with purchasing hair care products, bundles, liquor. When the pandemic rolled out, I actually invested in a vending machine company that will allow you to buy, it was the technology of being able to collect the data in the vending machines. But the vending machines allowed people who chose to partake into investing into the company. You could sell anything from shoes to liquor to marijuana, you name it. When I say marijuana, in legalized states, I invested in a company that allowed that type of technology. Well, the technology has taken it to another level, and what I mean by that is AI-powered vending machines are now selling bullets. That's what Revis was talking about. Where do you get your bullets? So this is crazy. You can actually buy bullets. You can actually buy bullets in a vending machine now. Let me see if I can find this over here. I can't make this up. Oklahoma and Alabama says you can do it now. Now, the crazy thing about all this is that only in America. I think America is the number one place that say that households with guns beats out every other nation on earth when it comes to having guns, and only Yemen is the second. It comes in second place, and it's not even close, they say. And they said the U.S. actually is the only country that has more guns than people. Now, you can now walk into a grocery store and buy bullets from a vending machine as if they were ordering candy bars or a soda. And if you go back and look at that thumbnail that I created, which I did using an AI-generated response, and Revis will talk about that thumbnail in a minute. But they're saying that vending machines, a vending machine company behind the new trend is called American Rounds, says it uses AI, or artificial intelligence, and facial recognition technology to verify that buyers are of legal age to buy bullets. So it's a slightly more rigorous process than buying a Twix. Now, there are shockingly few regulations around ammunition purchases in the U.S. Now, they're saying that if you're 18 years old, you can buy ammunition as long as it's for long guns like rifles and shotguns. And if you want to buy bullets for handguns, you got to be at least 21. That's the only rule that they got. Now, American Rounds has created an identity verification mechanism for its bullet vending machines that can supposedly verify how old the person is buying the ammunition. Come on now. Right there in the fine print. I just want y'all to see it. I'm not making this up. They're saying that our smart retail automated dispensers have built an AI technology card scanning capability and facial recognition software. Each piece of software works together to verify the person using the machine and matches the identification scan. So you can't go in there with a fake, ID and, you scan in the face, because the AI is pretty good, just giving you a heads up on all of that, okay? They're also saying that Cleveland.com, who originally reported this story, said that American Round Machines said that they were currently available in 6 locations in Oklahoma and Alabama. And now they said, a local news outlet in Alabama said, they removed one of those machines in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, saying that over the legality of the machines was questioned. once they had a city council meeting. And they said, nah, we can't do this. I'm not feeling this. And you would think with Alabama being a southern state that they're questioning legality over weapons. I can't believe that. But, hey, it is what it is, right? They says that the store has said it was removed, that it has removed the machine on July 3rd because of the lack of sales. So the question is, it was a lack of sales, but is it because people didn't know that it even existed? Or was it because people weren't interested in buying buying ammunition inside of the vending machine? Now, that's not the question that I have for the day, but just think about that. You're in the grocery store, and hey, I got my pistol on my hip, because you can walk around in Georgia with a pistol with no license on you. And you can say, you know what? I need another round, another 16 in my clip. Let me just go ahead and go to the vending machine, put my ID in there, scan my face, and I'm good to go. And I can walk out of there with my groceries, and I can walk out of there with some bullets. My question that I have for you is, what are your thoughts on the ability of buying bullets in a vending machine? 1, this is probably the best thing a vending machine has sold. 2, I don't like the idea. I don't trust it. 3, whose bright idea was this? Or 4, I won't be moving to the states that offer this. And 5, may as well sell guns in the vending machine as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Revis, I got to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about this, my man?
Well, there's a couple different ways that I look at this. Because I think that, let's say it's a gang war, and they fighting, and they're shooting at each other, and one of the gang members run out of bullets. At least he can go to the grocery store and buy some. He ain't got to go find a sporting goods store or a gun shop to buy some bullets. He can just go to the grocery store. Hey, meet me at Kroger, man. Look here, I'm out of bullets. Meet me at Kroger. Or the other thing is, you have mass shootings. Why have them at nightclubs when you have a vending machine? You can never run out of bullets if you go to the grocery store and start shooting people up there. I'm just saying, there is different things, but I think it's a good idea because, just like Awesome Wood thing said, it's ammo. It's not guns. It's just ammo. You got to have the gun in order for the ammo to work. So hey, I still think it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Awesome Wood things also say the USA last month had more first-time gun buyers than any time in history. Hit the Spot said, bullets is what we should have gotten into. I agree. I wasn't thinking about that. I love the idea. Easy bullets. Yes, please.
I mean, we're giving all the bullets to Ukraine anyway, so we need to stock up some kind of way.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I agree with that situation. You got to have your own, what they say, have your own supply. Just like, what was it? We all had toilet paper. It was a toilet paper shortage during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And people were sitting there like, I need some toilet paper and I need some Lysol. You got to, like, they had the toilet paper in the lock case.
Yeah, people were stealing toilet paper. Yes, they were.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is... To Awesome Wood Things' point of view, bullets or ammo is not a weapon. You have to actually put the ammo or the bullet into something, and someone has to make that weapon trigger for it to be. So technically, the bullet is harmless. It's right. The person that's actually using it. But to say that you are giving a person access, easy access to it, is no different from you saying, I got $5,000 in the bank. But if I put the $5,000 in a safe deposit box, I got to go sign for it. But if you put the vending machine right in front of them, I can just easily go in and say, oh, you know what? I just want to pick up 2 magazine clips right now. But if I have to go to a gun range or go to a gun store to purchase those bullets, now that's an extra step that I got to do. No different from the bank. If I have $5,000 in the bank, I can either go to use the ATM. I can go on Amazon. I can, go into T-Mobile. I can go into wherever it is that I choose to want to go into. But if I have that money in a safe deposit box, that means I have to physically go into that one branch where my money is sitting inside of that safe deposit box, and I have to physically sign for it to get out of there. So why would you make this a little bit more easy or easily accessible to customers? I get it. It may make sense on one side, but when you start saying, we're going to have a mass shooting today because you just made me mad and you cut me off. You know what? There's a Walmart right here. Let me buy some bullets. And you know what? I ain't got time for you. You get what I'm saying? That's the part that's the side that I'm thinking. It's like the logic behind all of this. Now, everybody's not going to think like me. And some other people are going to be like, you know what? I'm a gun-toting American citizen and I have that right. And if the bullets are going to be provided for me and I don't have to drive to a gun range, but I'm already doing my shopping, by all means, there's nothing wrong with that either. But my thing is, what if you're in the store and the person has a gun on their hip? You can't stop them in Georgia. You can't stop them. You can actually walk in the airport in Atlanta, Hartsfield, and have a rifle, a machine gun, or any type of weapon inside of the airport. As long as you don't cross over TSA, they can't do nothing about it. So why somebody just want to just prove a point, go to Walmart, go to Kroger, walk into this grocery store, go walk into the convenience store, and they say, I want to walk around the store with my weapon. And you know what? Matter of fact, there's some bullets right here. Let me go buy some. You don't think the people that's in the line going to be like, what in the hell is going on? I got to tap up out of here real quick because I don't know what Mr. Crazy is thinking about at this exact moment. Or you done said something funky to me in the line. You know what? I'm going to jump out this line. I'm going to go buy these bullets. And guess what I'm about to go do? Now, why they removed the vending machine? Because they said because of lack of sales. Well, I mean, they probably placed it somewhere and they didn't do any advertising behind that, right? There's a strong possibility that happened. But I'm just saying the logic. Now, I'm not knocking it because, like I said, I don't stop anybody from having the right to bear arms. If you feel as if you got to have Miss Mary or Lucifer on your hip or in your closet or, in your house, hey, by all means, I welcome it. But my thing is, even though the ammo does not kill people, the bullets don't kill people, it's not a weapon. You got to also think about the people that are walking around post-COVID that are doing some crazy stuff. That's just all I'm saying. Let's see what the comments say. They say criminals get ammo without any problems. Gun law abiding citizens, an easy way. Yeah, gun is an easy way to get ammo, says Awesome Woodthing. Hey, I don't knock any of that. You're right. Sean James in the building. What's up? My concern with this is where is all the data going to because it's leaning towards a gun registry. Sheila Baker's like, that part. Machine guns are illegal. Oh, my God. Revis in real life? Oh, my God. Okay. That's a little too much rich vibes. But machine guns are illegal. But I'm just saying.
I think it opens the door. It opens the door for a lot of things, man. Yeah. The gun registry and everything else. It opens up the door for a lot of things. It opens up the door for mistakes because you are relying on a computer. You're relying on a machine. So a minor may get their hands on it. I'm just saying, fake ID, all that kind of stuff, even though it's supposed to have facial recognition and all that, hey, mistakes do happen. It opens up those doors.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. All right. Well, Revis, we got towards the close to the end of the show. We got to do this merch thing. What we doing over here?
Hey, we got
Hey, what's up, everybody? Tall Boy's got merch, that's right. And you know what? He said he gonna take care of me too. TBJ got merch. So let me tell you, I told him this is my personal collection. You know, we had to have the drinking mugs, because Tall Boy always drinking his adult beverages, you know what I'm saying? But then we had the mouse pads, because, you know, we always on the computer. And then we had to have the notes, because, you know, folks like to take notes and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we just had to get it right. Now, Tall Boy got some other stuff down here that look good too. Now, he got stuff for the kids, something for the ladies with the sweatshirts. And then, you know, he got the original merchandise. And don't it look clean, y'all? Don't it look clean? Now, why don't you go ahead and add it to your personal collection, all right? Now, you see it. Now, come on over to shop.tallboy.us, then click Browse, and you see all my stuff, and you see his stuff, and we do what we do, all right? Now, we got to get back, but we want to see you in the coming weeks with some merchandise, all right? So do this for me. Take your phone and scan this code right there. Right there, it'll take you to the site, shop.tallboy.us. I gotta go, because Tallboy about to get mad at me. Bye-bye, y'all. Y'all be good. Will you buy something?
What's going on, everybody? The brands, y'all. That's right, it's the brands. I want you to think big. I want you to think tall. I want you to think Tall Boy, because we got some brands over here. And we got the Lab Tech Show. That's where we do all the tech talk. That's right, we do all of the tech talk. And then we have your live production. If you want your production to look as sleek as this, come on over here to yourliveproduction.com. And then Tall Boy, that's right, he does recaps, videos, interviews. He basically make you look good on camera. Go over to tallboy.us and see some of his work that he's done in the past. And go from there. Now, the Lab Tech Show is also on Spotify and on YouTube podcast. Go to the Lab Tech Show. And then Roku and Amazon Fire. If you want to watch on the TV screen, you can check out some of our previous shows at TBE Media. That's right. Check us out. Now, if you would like to support Tall Boy, because he is celebrating a birthday, you can pull up and drop a donation right there on PayPal or on Cash App. Now, it's not because he's celebrating the birthday that he mentioned it. It's just, if you think that the work is good and you think it has some value, why not support Tall Boy, Revis, TBJ, and the whole Lab Tech Show as we enhance and try to make this show better and better each and every single week. We got some great ideas, but we need the funding, all right? But outside of that, that's what it is. We want to continue to think big, think Tall Boy. All right, guys, we're about to head to the end of the show. But before I do all of that, gotta let y'all let me see, where is it at? Reset results. Okay, how do you think? What do you think? Or what do you think of Revis in studio? What do y'all think of that? Yeah, let me know. What do you think of Revis in studio? How did Revis do over here? Revis, go ahead. I appreciate you pulling up, surprising me for today. I thought that was really nice, man, and thank you so much.
You're welcome. I just felt like it was a good treat for not only you and TBJ, but the whole family.
Yeah. I think the whole family, they've had a chance to get to know you over the years, my man, and with them getting a chance to get to know you and growing accustomed to you. The only person that we're really missing is End of Trading. And I know End of Trading gonna be mad. He gonna be mad when he finds out that you was actually in the studio on camera with Tall Boy and TBJ in the building.
That's right.
Man, I know he gonna be mad about that right there. Now, I want to share with you guys the Ceremonic B500B 500B plus or B2 plus. That's what it's. Ceremonic 500 B2 plus or B plus 2. I'm sorry. Ceremonic, don't beat me up. Revis has been using this mic all this whole show. I told y'all we were going to find a way to use it. Now, I wanted to share with you a video that I did back from Father's Day for the Family Food Fest. And I wanted y'all to see it, and I wanted you to hear the audio from it actually being, with it actually being, used in an outdoor setting, in a real life setting. But now you actually got a chance to hear Revis, because this whole show has been with Revis using that microphone. We plugged it into our mixer, and so it actually works on the laptop. So, or it works into the inside of the Rodecaster Pro 2. We plugged the receiver inside of the RCP2. The transmitter. We plugged the transmitter inside of the RCP2, gave Revis a receiver, and then we went from there. So I want to let you see this video that we did. It's about 3 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to use, because I told you I had 2 receivers. I'm going to come back and I'm going to plug it up and I'm going to turn my regular mic off, and I want you to see how this microphone sounds, and you let us know what you think of it, all right? And I think if you use Creator Squad or Creator Squad 10, you get a specific discount or a certain type of discount off. So check out this video. This was around Father's Day, and if you're into eating and you like to try some great foods, check out this great community activity that you could do here in Atlanta next Father's Day weekend.
Family Food Fest, ATL. Let's eat.
Family Food Fest is a food tasting event and social fundraiser that we do every year here at the Georgia Freight Depot. It's part of Atlanta Culinary Charities, and we are doing this on the legacy of Diane Larche, who's no longer with us, but she built the framework for this, that we do this every year and do it with such passion. We invite tons of folks out. We honor the fathers. We dedicate this to them because of what they do in their communities and their families. But it's a family event, so we like everybody to come out. We have a kids zone, a health pavilion, and so many chefs that come out to provide food for us and for all the patrons today. We have a great time. It's about family, food, and fun here at Family Food Fest Atlanta.
It's the best place to be on Father's Day. You get to taste so much great food here. They have wonderful events for the kids. You got everything from appetizers to entrees to desserts to even beverages. This is my second time coming, and I'll definitely be here again next year. You know, on Father's Day, you have the option to go out to eat. You go out to eat, you just get one entree. You come to an Atlanta Family Food Fest, you're going to get a lot of different choices. So, in my mind, there's no better place to be.
Well, it's Bones Crusher. Shout out to the Family Food Fest on their 10th anniversary. We're having a wonderful time, man. This is the crowd behind me. They enjoying every moment. I can't wait till next year and 10 more years of this. The smells. Oh my God, the smells. Woo!
Recap our winners. Appetizers, Chef Kari Davis. For our entrees, we have SDR. For our beverages, Chef Kari Davis. Dessert, we have first place Taylor Johnson.
There were a lot of options for people with a variety of dietary restrictions like myself, so I enjoyed it.
We welcome you to join us at Family Food Fest. Be a cook, be a participant, be a volunteer. All of that makes the project and this event so successful, because without you, we could do nothing. We invite the public to share in the joy that you bring to the table with your hard work and your energy. So come on out, join us as a cook, join us as a volunteer, join us as part of our team. We'd love to have you at Family Food Fest Atlanta. So make sure if you're not here this year, you're there with us in the coming years. FamilyFoodFestATL.org is our website. Learn more about us, and we'd love to see you here at Family Food Fest Atlanta.
Food! Food!
I'm about to get that last piece of carrot cake. Hold my carrot cake.
Tall boy, baby.
Woo!
All right, guys, there you go. So this is with me with the actual Ceremonic 500 B2 Plus on me. And Revis is actually, I have it on my shirt right here, as you can see. Revis is actually talking on the other end, right?
Yes, I am.
So you can hear Revis on one end or one mic. I don't know what I sound like, but I want you to hear with 2 microphones plugged in the same room at the same time, This is actually what we sound like. This is what it actually looks. We're giving you a real-time comparison. So if you're saying, hey, I need a microphone to enhance my audio on my cell phone, whether it's iOS or whether it's Android, if you want to use it on a computer, or if you want to use it on a tablet or even a professional camera, you can do that. So this is what it sounds like with me talking. Revis?
Yeah, and this is what it sounds like with me talking, and here it is here on my shirt.
Yeah, so it's on his shirt, is right there on my shirt, and like I said, it comes with a charging case. It also comes with a bunch of extra peripherals that go with it. I hope I said the right word. This is for the iOS. For anybody that has an iPhone 14 or before, and then it has a USB-C. It has a USB-C port, and then it also has the jack for 3.5 millimeter to go inside the camera, or even go inside of the laptop, or even your mixer. So I hope that lets you see what we're up against, how it looks, how it works with, or how it sounds when we're actually doing an actual live stream. So just wanted you to see that, and it's the 500 Blink 500 B. I can't get it right. The 500 B2 Plus. That's basically what it is. And I'm gonna try and see if I can get this on the screen real quick. I had it right there, but I don't know where it is. So it says learn more. Let's go right there. 500. There we go. That's the one that we want. So I wanted to share this with you. If you use Creator Squad, it's either Creator Squad or Creator Squad 10. It will be in the description. That it's going to be in the description by Friday. Make sure that it's in there. And then that way, if you guys are interested in having a microphone, maybe it could be a great gift idea for somebody who needs one. This could be an opportunity for you to say, I want to level up on my audio. You can see what it does. All right. So the Blink 500 B2 Plus, this is what it is, and I'm going to take you to the website right now so you can see it, and you can see exactly how it actually works. All right, so let's see, there we go. Let's see, hit the X button there. Yeah, the Blink 500 B2 Plus, that's the actual name of it, and so you can see you can use it on your cell phone, you can use it on your camera. And then you can get clean audio to go with it. All right, so it's a 4-in-1 wireless microphone. You got limitless sound, so you can use it clearly on your camera. You can use it on your iPhone. You can use it on your Android. You can use it on your laptop. And I think Awesome Wood Thing said, can it work with my Mac? You can see right there, it is compatible with Mac right there. You can link 2 devices with 1 receiver. So you could be shooting on your camera and on your phone, all right? And you can kind of check out some of the other specs that goes with it. You get 20 hours worth of transmitter. The transmitter is what allows the 2 receivers to go. So 16 hours, so can go pretty much the whole day, if that makes sense. And it has 2 modes of noise cancellation. So you can check that out, all right? So yeah, this is what it is. Feel free to go over to ceramonic.com, and you can see it. And it says it's about 150 meters of range. So Revis is right across from me. I don't know what it's like if he gets up and walks out and goes into another room, or goes outside of the room. I mean, outside of the place, outside of the studio. But as you can see, you get the 2 wind mics. You got USB charging cable. You got the TRS and the TRSS. The 3.5 millimeter jack. You even have these 2 magnetic clips that are right there as well. So that way you don't have to necessarily clip it on your shirt. You can put a magnet behind you or behind your shirt, and it will literally hold the unit together. And the magnetic piece is actually good. And it also comes with a carrying bag and a charging case. So Ceramonic 500 B2 Plus. If you're interested, go to the description, and there's going to be a code, and you'll get a special discount if you use our code. All right, there it is. So hopefully you guys like the audio, and I'm liking that, says Shirley P. Gadget, throw up the link to purchase. So once again, go into the description It should say Creator Squad or Creator Squad 10. I know that much. So if you go to Ceremonic and you type in promo code and you type in Creator Squad, it will work. All right. I do know that much. I met them out at NAB. And like I said, we had some issues with some audio. Spoke to their team. They said, hey, you know what? We want you to try this. And we tried it. It worked. And now, I don't know if I'm going to use this because I love my SM7B, but this would be great to have other in-studio guests. Or this is great just when I'm doing my interviews and stuff like that. All right. So just wanted you to know we're both using microphones at the same time. I have mine on my shirt. Revis has his on his shirt. And that's what it is. And this is what we do. Revis has gone to CES with me. And he knows how I get down. He knows how I move. And like I said, we don't mind saying, let's review some of these products. Now, we're going to give it to you real and raw. So if something ain't right and they gave it to us, well, we appreciate the gift. But if it ain't right, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So we got some products that we're going to be reviewing in the near future. And now that I got Revis in studio, before he leaves, hopefully we can get some drops and we can get some new merch created for the coming weeks. So that's on Revis if nothing don't get created. Now, y'all heard me. I said what it is. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much it.
I'm here.
He says he's here. Okay, he's here. Okay. All right. With that being said, that's pretty much it. Tall Boy is turning. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to tell my age, y'all. Tall Boy's. Where's my music? I don't even really know if I want to tell my age, but we just gonna do what we do. And yeah, here we go. What they say, Tall Boy. Yeah, he's turning 45 years old tomorrow, July 11th. That's right. So yeah, we'll be 45. We're about 5 years away from half of the year. And you know, something ran across me. I ran across something on social media this week. And I don't know, maybe you guys have seen it. It's Eddie Murphy. He comes out of this scene and he's like, hey, you guys set. He said, if you're lucky in life, right? If you're lucky, you get 75 years of life, if you're lucky. Now, some people have lived past 75 years and some people have not made it. And we tip our hat to the ones who didn't. But they said, if you're lucky, you get 75 years of life. What are you going to do with those 75 summers, those 75 winters, those 75 birthdays, those 75 years? What are you going to do with it? What dent, what type of, impact are you going to leave? You only get 75 of them. So just when you think about that as you go to bed tonight, as you think about it throughout the week, if you're lucky, you get 75 years. So for me to be at 45, I've had 45 years of good life. And there's been some ups, there's been some downs, there's some days I'm like, man, I don't know if I should have made it. I'm ready to quit. But then look at where I'm at today to where I can share this story with you. And, I'm thankful. And like I said, if you guys would like to support in any way, wish me well. You know me, I love crab legs, I love cheesecake. You're more than welcome to Cash App me, PayPal me, however you want to do it. Send me a DM, send me a happy birthday. You don't even have to make it a monetary. Just the well wishes mean a lot. And the fact that you guys support me along this journey, that speaks volumes. And I appreciate it because you guys have been my day ones. And there's some people that are just not available to be here on this particular episode, but I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, because when I started this journey during the pandemic, I really didn't have any direction where this was going to go. I was very hesitant on being very vulnerable with you guys, and I just want to say thank you because you guys have truly supported me along this journey, even on the days that I've been ready to quit and give up and just said I didn't have any more in me. And whether it was a phone call, it was a text, it was, hey, I saw you, something like that. So I just want to say thank you because I'm truly passionate about sharing this knowledge, giving this to you. And like I said, one day we'll take over the world. One day somebody is going to say, yo, this needs to be on a bigger platform. One day companies will come to us and say, we want you to review our products just like Ceremonic, right? So we've had some great companies in the past that have been solid with us. and I definitely want to say thank you to them as well. But you know, I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. 45 years. As long as I wake up in the morning, I'll be able to see it, and it really means a lot. So thank y'all for allowing us to stay on this show a little bit longer than what we normally do. But Revis, anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Yes, I would like to wish you a very happy birthday. I'm glad you invited me in. I'm glad to be a part of this family and a part of this team. And we hope for 45 more years for you. If everybody would just help me to wish Tall Boy a very happy birthday. Hey, he's here for us every week. We're going to be here for him every week. And we're just going to keep pushing this and making this the greatest thing that ever happened.
That's what's up, man. I definitely appreciate that. Before we get up out of here, brief recap of what we discussed this evening. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. They said Amazon and brick and mortars. Oh my God. Are you down with the cause with Neiman Marcus and these big box retailers allowing Amazon to come into their infrastructure? You can now record phone calls and transcripts on the new iOS 18 version when it releases in the fall. Be careful, because it could be you in a messy situation. And then lastly, we had bullets in vending machines. Are you okay with that? There's nothing wrong with having guns. There's nothing wrong with having ammo. But are you okay with it being in a vending machine at your grocery store or at your convenience store in your neighborhood? And then we also discussed the word ungainly. So, you know, even though Revis and his big toe walk ungainly, we doing our thing. He's still here, and he's still with us for the Lab Tech Show week in and week out. So with that being said, it has been another edition of the Lab Tech Show. I got some birthday wishes. Shirley P says, Tall Boy and Revis, great team. The only problem is he can't be here at least once a month. He can't be here. And look, he just can't be here. So happy birthday, Sean James, from Sean James. I appreciate that. That's LeBron James' cousin, y'all. Like I told y'all, that's his cousin. I appreciate you, dog. Shirley P, happy birthday, 45 trips around the sun. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I never looked at it as 45 trips around the sun because I like hot weather, but I don't like to be outside. So I never looked at it like that. But yeah, 45 trips around the sun. Happy 45th birthday, my guy Rich Vibes. If I had some R. Kelly, I would play it. I just don't have it. But I will get you this one because it is the hottest song out right now. Let me see what's going on. They not like us, Rich Vibes. Happy early birthday, Tall Boy. We appreciate you so much. You are a blessing to us. And like I said, the whole goal at the end of the day is to simplify this technology in a language that you can understand. So if you guys walked away with one piece of value out of this content, if you walked away just saying you learned a little bit more, then I feel like I've done my job, all right? And she said, now I thought Shirley P was going to put 45 birthday cakes up on. The way she was going, I thought she was going to put 45 birthday cakes on that thing, man.
I'm glad she didn't.
Like all you see 45 birthday cakes on the postcard. I think she would have ran out of real estate over there, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So 8, what? See, I'm too old. You're going to have me cheating in math. I told y'all.
4 plus 5 is 9. Okay, 4 plus 5 is 9.
Well, I know that one. 9 times 5. All right, y'all. Look, before we cut up even more, Revis, we out. Thank y'all so much for allowing us to be a part of y'all's night this evening. And yeah, it's a new day. So I appreciate y'all for allowing us to be a part of y'all's family. All right. Yeah, we out. Anything else?
Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet.
Oh, yeah. If you want to get me something, buy the merch. Come on now. Rich Vibes, they ship to the UK. You could buy some merch. You could use Trucker for 15% off. Buy some merch. Come on now. Support the show. Support what we got going on. See, he got the Lab Tech Show pillow. I got the Lab Tech Show hat on.
I got the shirt.
Oh, he got the shirt going on. Boy, watch out there now. Look, we got to go, y'all. Will y'all get some merch?
Already know.
We got to get this merch. Come on now. Uh-oh. It's the Lab Tech Show, y'all. Y'all be good. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Y'all have a good night.